Hello students, in this video 12th standard computer applications chapter 2 and Adobe PageMaker. So now we have to discuss about the concept like how to save the new document and how to close and how to open the existing document. So these are the concepts we have to discuss about this video. So dear students, already you know how to save, how to close the file in computer system. So just we have to recall it. So here why can we store the new file? Like we want to use in our futures. If you create any document, we have to use the later time and future. So we should save the file. Okay. So if you want to save in your file, so you have to choose the menu like file menu, like you have to select the save command. Otherwise the save icon in the toolbar, you have to click in the save icon, and otherwise we have to using the shortcut key in the keyboard. So once we have to creating any other document in Adobe PageMaker, so saving the document, we to retrieve later and edit the document. Saved file can be used on other computer also. Okay, so just you have to note, so how to save the file. So what is the uses of file? So if we can save our document for future, we have to use, and another one we can retrieve later and edit the document, and another one like saved file can be used on the another computer system also. So we have to use the saving process, like once we have to using the command like file menu in save command, otherwise save icon in the toolbar, otherwise the shortcut key Ctrl+S in the keyboard. Okay, so if you use any other process, so if you click then a save publication dialog box shown in your book figure 2.29 appear on the screen. So you should type in the file name list box. You should type the file name given in the file name list box. Okay, then they click on the save button to save the document. The document is now saved and the file name appear on the title bar. Say okay, so just you have to see like the title bar in your book page number like figure 2.29. so this is the concept in saving a new document. And another one, saving a document with a new name or in a different location. So that means we want to save one file into more than name. One file save into more than name, we have to using save as command. One file save with more than two name. So we have to using save as command. So the save as command also appear on file menu and save as command. Okay, so just you see in your book like the file menu and save as command. So the shortcut key for save as command like Shift plus Ctrl plus S. So what is the uses of saving save as command? Like we can save a document with a new name or in a different location using save as command. So save as command create a new copy of the command. So two versions of the document exist. Save means already you have to save any other document. Again that document we want to save, that time we have to using the concept like save as command. Okay, so the version are completed separate and the work we do on one done has no effect on other. So the shortcut key for save as like just you have to choose file menu in the save as command in the menu bar. Otherwise we have to using the shortcut key Shift plus Ctrl plus S. Okay, and the next one, closing some document. After finishing our work, we want to close the particular document. Okay, So if you want to close the document, you have to choose the file menu and close command. Otherwise, you have to use in the shortcut key Ctrl plus W. After a document is saved, it is not closed. It remains open on that user can continue working when the work is finished. So please note down, when the work is finished, the user should save and close the document. After saving, the document can be closed using the file and close command. So first you have to creating any other document, you should save, and you do something, any editing process, and also you have to close. After that you want to close the particular document, you have to choose file menu and close command. Otherwise you have to using the shortcut key Ctrl plus W in the keyboard. Okay. And the next one, opening on existing document. So here before that you have to creating any document and save, so the saving, already saving any other document, you want to open the later time. So that time you have to following these rules and regulation. So to open the document that has been saved and closed, the following steps are used. So opening document means you have to using the menu like file and open. Otherwise the open icon or in the toolbar, open icon in the toolbar also available. Otherwise you have to using the shortcut key Ctrl plus O. Okay. So in three process you have to select any one. If you click, then the open dialog box appear. So here you have to select the file in the file name list. So particular file name list you should be select, then you have to click the open button. The selected document will be open on your screen. Okay. So opening on existing document, that means already we saved and closed the any other document. So that document we want to open that, we have to using the following procedure. So just you have to choose file menu in open command in the menu bar. Otherwise click the open icon in the toolbar. Otherwise press Ctrl plus O shortcut key in the keyboard. So the three options you have to select any one. If you click that, after the open publication dialog box appear on your screen, you have to select the particular document in the file name list. Then you have to open, and open button you have to click the required file open on our screen. So this is the process for opening on existing document. And the next one, moving around the document. Moving around the document. So you want to moving the particular concept, you have to using the insertion point to anywhere in the document by using mouse or keyboard. So you want to move the insertion, like insertion point means the cursor. So you want to move the cursor, you have to using mouse or keyboard. If you mouse means left arrow and in the character. So in your book, so these are the process we have to following. In your book figure like table 1.1 keyboard movement keys. So mouse means just you have to click anywhere in that time where you want to move the insertion point means you have to click that place. Otherwise you have to using the keyboard. So one character left means you have to left arrow using, one character right means you have to using right arrow, one word to the left Ctrl plus left arrow, one word to right Ctrl plus right arrow, up line means up arrow, down line means down arrow. To end of the line just you have to using end key, beginning of the line means you have to using home key. Otherwise up and one paragraph Ctrl plus up arrow, down on one paragraph Ctrl plus down arrow. So you have to using the keyboard. So moving around in the document, we can move the insertion point to anywhere in the document. We have to using mouse or keyboard. So mouse just you have to click anywhere the location. Keyboard means you have to following this concept. So in your book table 1.1 you have to refer it. And the next one, scrolling. So already I told there are two types of scroll bar in PageMaker. One left to right and up to down. So here we have to using two vertical and horizontal scroll bar. The scroll bars work differently than those in word processor. Okay, so scrolling means we want to move top to bottom, left to right. Scrolling means we want to move the pages like top to bottom, left to right. And the next concept like magnifying and reducing the zoom tool. So magnifying means we want to big size. We want to zoom the big size in. We want to move the big size. So use the zoom tool to magnify or reduce the display of any area in our application. We can also double click the zoom tool to jump to actual size, or plus alt as we double click to the zoom tool to go to fit in window view. So mainly the zoom tool we have to using to magnify the particular pictures or particular pages. Okay, you want to magnify like big size. We want to see the big size. We have to using the zoom tool. So zoom tool using magnifying and reducing. So magnifying means increase the size, and reducing means reducing means the actual size it will become. Okay, and the next one. So what are the procedure we have to following to magnify part of the page by tracking? So just you have to select the zoom tool in the toolbox in Adobe PageMaker and track to draw a marquee around the area we want to magnify. So here we have to using the shortcut key like Ctrl plus spacebar. So Ctrl plus spacebar means the zoom size reducing, and Ctrl plus alt plus spacebar zoom out, that means the increasing for the particular shapes. And another very important concept like formatting a document. So formatting means we have to changing the text. Formatting means we want to changing the text or general arrangement. So like we have to using here various font. So please note this is very important. Formatting document is one of the 5 mark question. So formatting is the process of changing the general arrangement of text. So that means improving the appearance of the text. Improving the appearance of the text. We want to making some other changes in given text. So like by using the various font colors and font styles. A font is a set of letters. So numbers are symbols in a certain style. Each font look different from others font. Each font different from other font styles. Okay. So formatting means we have to managing the given process like font, various font colors and font styles. So you see the character formatting using the character specification dialog box. So the character specification dialog box here. So we have to changing like text properties, bold, italic, underline, font type, font size and font colors. So dear students, so please listen carefully. So formatting a document, that means we have to changing some other improvement of given text. Okay, so here we have to using the font face, font colors and font style. So we have to using some properties like related text like bold, italic, underline, font type, font size and font color. So just you have to see in your book figure 2.33 and 2.34 and 2.35. Okay. So otherwise in type menu bar you have to select the character command, or you have to using the Ctrl plus T. So the particular character specification dialog box appear on your screen. So this is the character formatting. This is the character formatting dialog box. So here we have to changing. So the Times New Roman is a font face. Times New Roman is a font face, and 12 is font size. And the bold, italic, underline, here some of font formatting options are available here. So you have to using and improving in particular text to displaying the variations of appearance. Okay. So if you want to creating the formatting options, you have to using the menu like type menu. So type menu, you have to select in the character command. Otherwise shortcut key Ctrl plus T. So if you press the Ctrl plus T shortcut key, the formatting character options appear on your screen. So we have to selecting some other options. Okay. And next concept, a text color. So you want to applying the text in color. So we have to change the color text also. So just a window, select menu, in window menu, show colors. So if you click the show color, the color palettes appear on the screen. You have to select any one colors. So just the color palette in your screen. So like if you want to appear the colors. So in your book, figure 2.36 in page number 43, figure 2.36. So here the color palette options, so some of colors are appear on the screen. So just you have to select the menu, window menu, and you click the show color. That time the color palette appear on the screen. So you have to selecting any other color from the color palette. The text color will be changed. Okay. So if you want to applying the text color in Adobe PageMaker, just you have to remind in window menu show color and color palette appear on the screen. We have to select some other color option. Okay. And the next means drawing. So if you want to drawing any other shape in Adobe PageMaker, we have to using some of drawing tools. Some of drawing tools. So there are so many drawing tools in Adobe PageMaker toolbox. So some of them like line tool, rectangle tool, ellipse tool, and polygon tool. So this is the main 4 drawing tool. So there are so many drawing tools in toolbox. The main tools of drawing like lion, rectangle, polygon, and ellipse. Okay, lion, rectangle, ellipse, and polygon tool. So if you want to draw a line, so PageMaker has 2 lines. First one lion and another one constraint line. So already I told the toolbox in Adobe PageMaker. So that time you have to see in the toolbox. So there are 14 tools are available in toolbox, you know. So the tiling tools, there are 2 types of line tools in Adobe PageMaker. So first one creates straight line at any orientation. Second one is a constraint line that will draw only the increment of 45 degrees. So this is very important. So line tool, there are 2 line tools in Adobe PageMaker. First one creates straight line, any direction, any orientation, or top to bottom, left to right. You have to using any, just you have to click and drag. And second type like the constrained line, that tools draws only the increment of 45 degrees. Okay. And next one drawing rectangle and ellipse shapes. Dear students, we have to following the same procedure for rectangle and ellipse tool. We have to following the same procedure for rectangle and ellipse tools. If you want to draw the rectangle shape or ellipse shape, just you have to following these concept. Okay. So like you have to click rectangle or ellipse tool from the toolbox. The cursor change the crosshair. So just you have to click and drag anywhere on the screen. As you drag and rectangle or ellipse shapes, release the button. The drawing like rectangle and ellipse are desired in this size. The shift key while we are trying to constrain the shape, the square is circle. And rounded rectangle. So if you want to making the rounded rectangle, the corner you want to bending the corner of the rounded rectangle. So you have to double click on the rectangle toolbox. Double click on the rectangle tool in the toolbox. The rounded corner dialog box appear. Rounded corner dialog box appear. So that time click OK. The cursor change to crosshair. And crack anywhere on the screen. The button release the mouse button when rectangle is desired side. Press the shift key as we draw a constraint shape in rounded corner and square. So just you have to see in your book page number 45. like you have to see, this is look like a rounded rectangle. So first you have to draw the rectangle and the ellipse shape. If you want to bending of the corner in rectangle, so you have to using the following procedure. You have to using the following procedure. So that time we have to getting the rounded rectangle. And next one, drawing star using the polygon tool. It is one of the important 5 mark question in annual public examination. So if you want to draw the stars, if you want to draw the stars in Adobe PageMaker, so like that time we have to using polygon tool. So polygon tool. So here we have to using some procedure. So like just you have to select the polygon tool and click and drag in the screen. Okay, like in the working space. So in this time you have to choose the element menu and polygon settings in the menu bar. So number of corners, how many corners we want to need. So you have to type that type. Number of sides box, you have to type 5 number in the side box, and the percentage like 50%. After that you have to click, you have to getting them 5 sides of star appear on our screen. So you have to refer in your book 2.44 to 2.46. so here you have to see. So just you have to click the polygon tool, you have to draw the working space area. After that you have to select the menu like element menu, go to polygon command setting, so that time this dialog box appear, polygon dialog box setting appear. So here the number of sides you have to type a number of sides, how many sides you have to need. So here apply for only 5. So here 5 star. You want to 10 more than number of time you have to need, means you have to setting the sides, number of sides, and also you got to percentage, also you got to setting each percentage for each corner. Okay, so dear students, one of the video after that I will all the in chapter 2 all the concept, in chapter 2 all the concept I will explain in practical oriented. Now we have to refer the theoretical concept only. Okay, so dear student, drawing a star using polygon tool is a 5 mark question. So please study well in this question. In this lesson it's very important question. Okay, and next one, filling the space with the color pattern. So space means shapes. So if you want to color the rectangle, square, ellipse, you want to fill the color of the shapes. So you want to fill the color of the shapes, you have to use just you have to draw any shapes like rectangle or ellipse or square, anything else. So just you have to select the window menu and show colors. So text color means color palette, shape color means we have to selecting show color, otherwise control plus save. So color palette appear, you have to select any other color and automatically the shapes will appear on the color. So how to fill the shape with the colors and pattern? So these are the procedure we have to following. First we have to selecting any shape tools like rectangle tool, and you have to draw, choose Windows menu from show colors or control plus J shortcut key. So color palette appear, you have to select any other color from the color palettes. The color that if in after that you have to draw the rectangle, the shapes will be filled the colors. Okay, so just you have to see in your book figure 2.50. So this is the color. So color show color option. So after that you have to draw the shapes means, so here the color options appear, you have to select any other colors. After that you have to draw the shapes will appear on the colors. Okay, and next concept, working with the badge. So working with badge, that time we have to inserting and removing. Okay, the main purpose of badge maker composing badges, We can insert new page into document or remove existing page, move between page and short page in large document. So these are the concept processing in the working pages. So working pages mean we want to inserting another page, otherwise we have to removing the particular pages, and we want to arranging the order for the short pages, like we want to arranging the particular orders. Okay, and master page. So this is one of the two mark question concept. What is the uses of master page? So the master pages commonly contain repeating logos, page numbers, header and footer. They also contain non-printing layout guides such as column guides, ruler guides and margin guides. So dear students, like in this lesson 2 mark question master page in last 2020 in 12th standard public exam, this is one of the 2 mark question. So please remind it. So what is the uses of master page? So master page commonly contain repeating logos, page numbers, headers and footers. So they also contain non-printing layout guides such as columns guides and ruler guides and margin guides. So these are the special concept. These are the special content of the master pages. Okay. And the next one, print document. So if you finish all the work in the Adobe PageMaker, you want to take a print copy. That time we have to using the concept like print option. So all the work is completed and successfully completed, that we want to take the print. Okay, so we have to using the following procedure. So the print options available in the file menu or the shortcut key, we have to using Ctrl+B in the keyboard. So if you click this option, the print document dialog box appear. So like you have to see in your book, like page number 52. So just you have to see in this print setup box. So here how many copies you have to need, just you have to type. And otherwise how many pages you have to need, all means all the pages are printed. Otherwise the particular pages you want to take print means the ranges you have to type, how many in which pages to in the entire page. Like I want to take 3 to 4, like 3-4, otherwise 3 to 6 means 3-6. So you have to type here the ranges. Okay, after you have to click the print option. Okay, so dear students, the last concept of chapter 2, print a document. So print means choose file to print in the menu bar or press Ctrl+B in the keyboard. The print dialog box appear. Choose the setting in the print document dialog as select the printer from the printer drop down list. So what kind of printer we have to insert in our system, you have to select that print drop down list. Okay, what kind of printer you have to connecting in our system, you have to select the print drop down list. Okay, after that you have to choose the pages to be printed in the pages group. So pages group, like I have to see. So this is the pages group. So this is the printer drop down list. Printer drop down list means you have to selecting the connector printer. Okay, so this is the pages. So here you have to given two option, one all or ranges. All means all the pages are printed. Ranges means the particular pages will be printed. So all option print the whole document. Whole means entire document. Ranges, this option print individual pages by the page number or range of pages. Okay, so these are the concept in the print document. And the next one, the important shortcut key in the chapter 2. So if you want to creating new document, you have to using Ctrl+M. Saving the document like Ctrl+S. Save as mean we have to using Shift plus Ctrl+S. If you want to open the existing document like Ctrl+O. You want to close the working document. Like after you have to finish in your work and save the document, then you want to close the document. That time you have to using the shortcut key Ctrl+W. And already the last video I told you, cut copy paste, like if you want to cut the document, like Ctrl plus X, copy means we have to making the duplicate copy, Ctrl plus C, and paste we have to making some another one copy, like Ctrl plus V, and character formatting Ctrl plus T. So here the font face, font style, font size, bold, italic, underline. So some of the processing we want to changing in our document, we have to using the shortcut key Ctrl plus T. And if you want to insert the page number, Ctrl plus Alt plus B. So insert page number in Adobe PageMaker, you have to using the shortcut key Ctrl plus Alt plus P, and like select the entire document like Ctrl plus A, and the last one here one is missing. If you want to take the print copy, you have to using the shortcut key Ctrl plus B. Okay, so just you have to recall this video, like here. So in this video you have to learn how to save, open, close the document, and how can we change the formatting option, and how can we draw the shapes, rectangle, ellipse, polygon tool, and how can we insert the pages in Adobe PageMaker, and how can we take the print copy. So these are the concepts including in this video. Okay. So please refer this in this video. At the same time, you have to be within your textbook. If you learning this video means we have to be within your book and refer this video. Okay. Okay, thank you. Dear students, so this video just you have to recall it. Saving and closing and opening document, just you have to refer it. And save as command. So shortcut key for save as command like Shift plus Ctrl plus S. And closing, opening the existing file like we have to using Ctrl plus O shortcut key. And moving, we have to using two way like mouse and keyboard. So keyboard means we have to following this procedure. And scrolling, there are two types of scroll bar like vertical and horizontal. Magnifying means we have to using the zoom tool. And formatting option, some of formatting, bold, italic, underline. And the formatting character control palette, changing text color, drawing. So line means we have to using two line, straight and constant line. Rectangle and ellipse, how can we write the rectangle and ellipse formation. Rounded rectangle. And polygon tool, if you want to draw the star based picture means we have to using the polygon tool. Okay, it's a 5-mark question, students, please note down. And filling shapes with the color. So if you want to color the rectangle or ellipse means we have to using this procedure. And master page, working with the pages like inserting the number and new pages, removing the pages like and all, we have to using the working with the pages. And print a document. So sum of shortcut key in Adobe PageMaker chapter 2. Thank you.